everyone, Jean here from Inky Owl Studio. Thank you for stopping by for a few minutes. I am working on my Grungy Christmas Journal, and I have found some more papers that I'm going to be incorporating into the journal, and they are from the Pink Monarch. So these are a few of the papers that she has. They're Christmas papers, but they're kind of grungy, vintage Christmas papers. And I got it. One of the things that really attracted me to the kit was the ticking, because I can use this in other projects for sure. So this really cool, and she's got a brown ticking, or like a tan ticking besides the red and green. Here's a page with snowflakes and newsprint on the back. Pretty pinkish red one. So these are just a few of the papers, and then you do get about 3 or 4 sheets of ephemera. Yeah, this is a sheet that I'm going to be pulling from. She's got some little small ephemera. She's got pockets and labels and words, and there's other ones that she has as well, so you might want to check hers out. I'll put her link down below. I purchased these. These are not free. So, you know, I'm supposed to state that, I guess, on YouTube. Anywho's, here we have the first idea. Now, I don't know if some of you have this dilemma. Sometimes a project will just come to me and I'll just know exactly how to do it and where to do it and how to decorate it, and it's just all in my head and all comes out and works out great. But there are these times when, as I'm gathering things together, I start out with one image, but suddenly it's like things aren't really gelling well, and I have to kind of like change my direction. And this still would be a grungy journal. That is not changing, but you know, I kind of thought I was going to do it one way, and now some other things are coming to my mind. So when I'm in this state, I do a lot of housework because my house gets clean, because the movement helps me think creatively for whatever reason. But I also want to just start doing some ephemera because, you know, before I get to the pages, I think I need to do a little bit of that. So I mentioned in the last video I was going to try out a new idea. Now, this is not new in that I did not invent this. I am combining 2 people's videos that I've seen, and the most recent one is Carol Laws. Hi, Carol. And I'll put her video down below, and she kind of did a flip with junk mail envelope. And then the other person that I saw a while back was Susie at Creative Grill Cafe. And I'll put hers down below as well. So they both had an idea of using these envelopes, and I'm going to borrow from both of them and do my envelope. So I tea stained, or I dipped in tea a junk mail that, you know, I get through the mail, so it really is recycling this. And when you do that, you know, you always get the little wrinkles. I mean, it becomes crinkly and wrinkly because you put it in water. Some are more crinkly than others, so if you don't like that, then you can probably just start from a new envelope. And what first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off, where am I? I'm going to cut off the top part of the envelope here, just a little slit, so that I can get out, remove this. I want to open up my envelope. Now I'm going to have to cut off down here. So I want this to be like maybe 8 inches. Just to make sure, because it's going to be a booklet. It's not going to be a flip. It is going to be a booklet inside there. So let me cut off the 8 inches down here. Sort of a booklet. All right. So I got it to the size that I want it, and it's going to open up like this. I'll just peel off this little extra guy up here a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Let's get that rid of. Bit of bulk. And now I am going to put down washi tape on the seam. Just because, you know, wear and tear gets in here. And when you make something for someone else, you just don't know how often they're going to be opening and closing it. You know, if you make it for yourself, then you kind of like know how much wear and tear something will get, or have a better idea. So I'm just going to put down washi tape, and of course going to glue that tape in because it is semi-temporary. All right, and we'll just cut it out there. So, and before I put the crease back in, I like to let it dry a little bit before I go to that point. Now what I want to do is, oh, I'm not going to need this either. I'm not going to need this flap. Or will I? Let me just think about this for a minute. All right. Well, while I'm thinking, I want to put in here a picture, and I want it to be in there permanently. Right? So, you know, you can definitely make a card that slips in here, you know, like you usually do, where the image can show in and out. But I don't want to do that because this is the image I want to make, and it's not really going to work the way I want it to work because it sits down below on the page. Big long story, huh? And I'm just going to cut out this gal. Let me cut off the extra stuff that I know I'm not going to be using. We'll just cut this way and come out just a little bit. And cut down like that. Okay. And I am simply going to glue this right inside there. Now, I could sew around it, but I don't think I'm going to at this point. I think I'm just going to glue it in. All right, yep, I like that. So let me come across here. All right, so I'm dealing with this cellophane. And that's what I'm going to end up gluing on. I'm going to come all the way around it, and then I can turn it over and then set it on my graphic the way I want it. So we'll just set it down like this. Oh, perfect. Yay! I got the writing in there and everything. So yeah, that's kind of cute. Now, because it's cellophane, it doesn't like to stick real well. I will have to say that. So what I might end up doing here is putting in some tape. Now we'll see here. Yeah. Oh, I see what happened. Okay. Let me just put in some washi tape down there. And we'll just get that glued in a little bit better. There we are. Like that there. Okay. There. It was so close to the edge with the wording, it was not really getting the glue. All right. There. That is going to be the front of it. And now we're just going to go ahead and put the crease in here. Okay. Now I am going to put a pocket here, and I don't think I'm going to be needing this flap, but what I am going to do with the flap, however, is I'm going to use it to reinforce first of all, reinforce that picture in there to make sure that it is in there nicely. And then I can reinforce the edge over here. Because you're dealing with just one layer of the envelope, I have to kind of like make sure that, depending on how, you know, heavy your envelope is, this is not a particularly heavy envelope. And tea staining, I think, does, I don't know, maybe it doesn't. But this way, it is nicely reinforced. I like it. Looks good. This seems to have glued down nicely. All right. Yep. This is all good. So I have some leftover ends of cutting down tea stain paper in the past. And so that's going to be just the perfect size. And let me get a piece of cardstock. And so I want to cut this cardstock just a hair larger than my paper. So let's get that cut. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make a notebook. So I'm going to have a little heading that comes over here. About that far, I think is about right. Just like that. And we'll be cutting off the bottom. Right about here. So this will fit in here nicely, right? Yep. Take up most of the room there. And get my paper. And I'll be putting my paper up inside underneath this flap to make the notebook. And then I want to sew this together is how I'm going to do it. However, you could totally glue it if you want to. You could just glue all these little individual pages together and then glue it into here like so. And this is meant to be, not meant to be taken out or replaced or anything of that nature. It's just meant to be part of this little booklet that we will set inside a pocket or whatever inside the journal. So it's meant to be taken out of the journal itself. And so to kind of, I'm just going to put a little bit of something up there. I think for a background. However, I think I might just put something here. I go back to this. Do I have enough? Yeah. That's kind of cute. Let me just tear that around there and tear that piece right along this here. Yeah, I kind of like that. That's kind of pretty. Kind of an old-fashioned scene with a church and a house. Okay, I like that. And now I need something to glue in the back here to give it a little bit of oomph. And I think this will be just perfect. Let me cut off this little scrap. Let's just glue that onto here in the background. So, like I've said before, these videos are not necessarily tutorials, but I do kind of show you a process. I guess you would call them process videos. We have so many terms in our junk journaling community that if you're new to it, it takes a little while to understand, and I can't even say I do. I know them all. Okay. Right across here. So you can see I'm wearing basically long sleeves. Yep, that's a new thing here. We finally have reached cooler weather. Let me tell you, I've been looking forward to this for a long time. It's beautiful. It gets down, well, it gets down like, my husband doesn't like it because he likes to go biking early in the morning and he says it's too cold, but it does get down, or has been getting down, almost to like the mid-50s. And you know, I like it. I really do. I mean, I really like that weather. But not everybody does. I mean, I get it. All right, so before I glue that little guy on, I am now going to, should I sew it on before or should I sew it on afterwards? Let's see if I sew it around in little circles and sew it over this. Well, okay, I am going to sew over this as well. And there we go. But in the daytime, though, it gets up nice. Yeah, it gets up in the upper 70s. So, and the humidity has dropped down. Oh, it's just a beautiful time of year in Florida. I just love this time of year. I know I've said it before, but I just look forward to it. And the hurricane season is over with. Yay. And we were very fortunate this year in our area. But my heart goes out to those that weren't, because I've been there. I know it's no fun at all. Alrighty, so let me go and sew around this. Okay, I stitched around it, but I felt like it needed something a little extra, so I put this lace down. It's very thin. It shouldn't bulk up too much. And so my little notepad is ready. Before I put it in, I really want to shore up this envelope. I'm starting to just get concerned that it probably is heavy enough, but you know, when in doubt, right? When in doubt, you should really go with your conscience. So I went and cut a piece that was longer and a little bit wider. And this piece here, I am going to glue on. I just need to do this part right here. So I'm going to glue it onto the very edge on this end here. And like I say, this might not really need it, but I don't know. I like things to be stable. I like to know that it's pretty reinforced, I guess is the idea. So I've got this print here, and I'm going to glue it up to that edge, like so. Maybe not at the edge, but just a little hair on the other side. And then inside here, I eventually want to fold this part over here, because I'm going to be putting the pocket on this side. And then let me fold this one down and glue this one, or crease it, and crease this one. And then I'm going to come in here, I'm going to cut out the corners that were made, and just sort of cut them out at a little angle, so you're kind of angling off a little bit. let's see here. Okay. There. And there. All right. And then I'll be gluing these down. So I'm going to glue this long one first. All right, so there are the edges all reinforced. Oh, I like that. That feels really good in my hand. Yeah, that is really nice. And then I'm going to just quickly ink around it like that, and I can ink the outside later. And then I'm going to get my little notebook, and I'm going to glue this in, and it's going to be a pocket over here. But the papers are a tad long, so since this is kind of a junky, grungy journal, I'm going to tear off randomly the bottoms like that. There we go. And then glue in this here just along the top and along this side here and right in here. That's my husband, if you can hear him, he's on the phone. His office is right next door, so sometimes noise travels. So we'll just put that in here like so. And now we have a pocket over here on this side. So in retrospect, I should have lined this first before I put down the washi tape, but it's okay. You know, that's sometimes how it goes. So now to make a pocket here on this side, I cut another strip of paper, and I cut it just a wee bit wider than I intend for it to be so that I can shore up this edge, since it's going to be a pocket to put things in and out of. And let's just get that glued down right there nicely. And I am going to just quickly distress it because it's hard to do once that is glued in. Alrighty. Done. I am just going to glue it right here into the very edge, all the way around, and then we'll have a pocket here on this side. So let me put some glue down here. On the three edges, like that. I'm going to glue. I have to make sure I get that edge in and put it up right up against there. Okay, so now here's going to be my pocket on that side. And snip it off. Whoops. So, okay. I'm liking that. Put a little pocket over there, a little notepad here. I think what I'll do, and I'll do this off camera, but I am going to probably ink the torn edges down here, and maybe ink at least the first page, just to kind of give it a little bit of depth. And then there's going to be a pocket here, of course. And it folds over. I like the way this comes out a little bit, so it's easy to open up. I'm going to collage the front, and this will be slipped into a pocket. So I am liking this really well. I will do this on camera. I just may not be your cup of tea to watch somebody do this, as I sit here and debate on how I'm going to what I'm going to put in. But, you know, I have to learn to do this faster. Too often I do spend a lot of time just, oh, is this what I want? Is that what I want? Maybe not this, maybe that. There we go. I think I might come up like that. I like this, you know, I really like this one better. I have to do some music to come up there on this side. And it doesn't have to go all the way because this is, after all, tea stained. And so maybe that'll work out nice. All right, I think I'm going to go with this. And actually, I might just stop with this, to tell you the truth. I'm sort of just liking this on here. Yeah, I think I am. Just going to do, I just need to cover up these wordings. That's really all I need to do. If I didn't have the words, I probably wouldn't even put anything on it. But I'm going to cover up the wording, and then I will I think I like this one. Yep, that's it. Do like this one. Okay. So our little project then is completed. Just like that. Very cute. Very cute. Alrighty. All done. Little cute notebook with a couple of pockets in it. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for answering my question. It looks like you are interested in seeing a project done using paper, a paper pack, rather than using digitals. And I'll have more about that later. Let me just get that glue down there. So we will talk to you, and you have a great and crafty day. Bye.